Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna get right into BB Tag and just pretty much discuss what all happened regarding the leaks. Okay, so we had the reveal on Sunday, but the day before, there were some leaks that were mentioned on Twitter. And I know you guys probably saw me cryptically posting things on Twitter because I didn't want to spoil anything, but I really wanted to take a look at what was leaked. But there were a couple people who asked me details. I just DM'd them the details so that they would know without me posting it publicly. But yeah, so just so you guys know exactly what happened with the leaks, and the reason why I have to go through this first is because I think from this I can reasonably call the franchises that will be getting reps that we're going to see reveals for between now and November 21st when we actually do get the characters released. Okay, so first off, one leak came from VR Plant, who had a 100% track record on being accurate with his leaks. No one in the BBTAG community believed him though until seeing it for themselves on, well, there was the video leak actually like on Sunday, but until people saw it, people didn't believe what he was saying. And I understand why. To go from being worried if the company is even going to support the game to, oh, well, hey, they're putting Yumi, Akatsuki, Blitztank, and Neapolitan in BB Tag. I can understand why they would probably doubt that at first. But yeah, no, for me at least, when I knew who it was that leaked it, I was like, oh my god, this actually might happen, Yo, Susanoo. Okay, so the guy who leaked... Okay, so the guy who leaked this on Twitter, I don't think he is VR Plant, but yeah, I can give you the Twitter for the guy who knows VR Plant and, relays his information. You know what, I'll do that at the end of the stream, or not at the end of the stream, at the end of this discussion here, just so I can get through this. But yeah, I will put his Twitter, I'll put his Twitter there. I'd have to look it up first, but right after the discussion, I'll put it there. Alright, bro. Okay, so... Right, okay, so I saw the leak, and I didn't doubt it. I personally didn't doubt it. But at the same time, there was so much that was new, that was there, that they would have to do from scratch, that I immediately thought, okay, then they definitely have a decent amount of returning characters coming, because why would you take the time to make all these things from scratch? And it's like, yes, people want those characters, yes, but you had a bunch of characters that you had the assets sitting around for that you could have just touched up and put over in the game. So I was thinking, oh, okay, well, they did the hard thing here. That means they're definitely giving us more of those returning characters. And I thought we were getting 2 trailers. You'll see why in a second here. But anyway, yeah, so then I saw Fame's tweet. Fame96, I saw Fame's tweet on Twitter the same day, and he said that he knew about the picks, but when he was asked about if it's the same like as the VR Plant leak, he said no. So when he said no, but he knew the picks, and then he was, mentioning that there's a Blaze Blue pick, that there's a Persona pick, that's when in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're getting 2 trailers for sure, because Fame doesn't have a reason to lie about this, but at the same time, I doubt a leaker who has a 100% track record, I doubt he's wrong this time, So, let me see. Okay, yeah, so personally, I thought they were both going to happen, and there was going to be, like, one single big, like, nuke reveal, pretty much. And somehow, though, the thing is, neither Fame nor VR Plant knew about the info that the other one had, because clearly we only got 1 trailer. Now, the leak from both of them, well, the leak from VR Plant was proven real, obviously. I can say that I was super hyped for Neo. You don't understand, like, oh man, she was the one Ruby character that I really just was like, she's not coming to the game. because I thought there's no way that she would be making it to the game. I was like, there's too many other characters. People want Team Juniper. People want Cinder. People want, you know, Adam. Like, Mori wants Adam. I didn't think Neo was going to make it. So when she made it, I did, you know, flip out a bit. And then I saw the release date after that, and then it hurt me a little, you know? But, yeah. The thing is, I can say that Neo is the only thing, though, in that release that I'm personally that, you know, hyped for, to be honest. And then, yeah, for the other characters, Yumi's playstyle doesn't seem to interest me from what I've seen. And I'll be honest, I personally, like, I think the tank, I don't like the tank that much. I'll be honest, I just don't like the tank. I'm not saying he shouldn't be there. Clearly, it's a good pick that he is there because people are happy. I can just say that I personally don't like Blitztank. You know, Akatsuki, I can understand Akatsuki, but the tank? The tank? No, I personally, man. Okay, whatever, Doctor. You could say I hate FUD. Dude, it's a tank, man. It's a big fat tank. Bro, I don't know. To me, I don't like... I know I say this, and I know I've played a bunch of Walled, but I don't like big body characters that much. I played Kanji Walled because it was like a double grappler team. I don't like big body characters that much, to be honest. So the tank being the biggest body in the game, yeah, I'm just not gonna like him that much. But Akatsuki, I wasn't too hyped for him, but at the same time, I might play him because, you know, he seems like he can throw hands, you know, and I'll play a character like that. Definitely seems like he'd be a good complement to, like, Naoto or something, if you wanted a brawler kind of team. And then, yeah, so the last 5 characters were question marks. We haven't gotten any information about, well, we didn't officially get any information about them, I'll say that, but yes, I do have some information about those 5 characters. And yeah, honestly, I think the reveal overall was really good. I think that ARC's presence at EVO, that was their best marketing stunt in the past year. Without a doubt. Like, without a doubt. When I think about it, even though I didn't like the BBTAG reveal because, okay, there's only one character I really, really want. And I have to wait almost 4 months to get this character, right? But just overall, it was a really, really good reveal, to be honest. You know, they revealed 2 franchises on main stage EVO. They revealed 2 characters for one of the new franchises that they just revealed there. You know, that's just really encouraging newcomers who kind of, maybe they knew about BBTAG and they're like, hey, that franchise they added for Arcana Heart, there's only 1 character. Okay, well, boom, they just added a new franchise and they added it from the get-go with 2 characters. They're not just having 1 character per franchise, and that kind of disproved that, and, you know, that, I think that's gonna go a long way. And then not to mention, dude, they dropped that Neo bomb at the end. That, oh man. Like, I legit now, I'll watch the trailer again, and I start to get a bit irritated when I think about how they could have probably had more returning characters come sooner that they already had assets for, instead of these new characters they had to, like, you know, work on from scratch. But then I see Neo, and it literally just calms me down, and it makes me like that's how big a deal this is to me. On the Ruby subreddit, they were going crazy about her joining, man. You know, the current player base went crazy. I told my Ruby friend who has BBTAG, but he never plays the game, he was real happy about it. You know, the people who were saying that ARC can't afford new Ruby characters, they're now looking like a bunch of clowns. You know, and then, of course, we know that BBTAG 2.0 is going to include interactions. We're getting a new story mode. They're giving some characters new moves. You know, BBTAG had 96K viewers at its peak during Grand Finals. Fighters had, you know, just a little bit over 100K at its peak. Just so you can put that in perspective. Just so that you guys know. And definitely BBTAG has a future now that we're sure that ARC is going to be supporting the game. I see that you guys at me a few times here. Let me go over those really quick. Okay, Susanoo, let me just say this. I know that some people said, oh, Neo doesn't have a VA, so that just means that she's, cheap to add to the game. Dude, come on, man. The company practically gave people a free character pack with their last release. Not fully free. You had to have the season pass, but I mean, come on. 9 months after the season, people thought the season was over. It was 9 months later. And then, oh hey, here's another character pack. If they really needed money, dude, they could have just charged for the pack and no one would have complained, to be honest. Or very few people would have complained. It was like a surprise that they were free. Just saying. They, like, the whole idea that, oh, they need money or whatever, or, from what I've seen, that's not the case. They're not desperate for money. This game is doing well, from what I'm seeing. I don't think we'd be getting this level of support if the game wasn't doing well. Right, exactly, Doctor. That's the thing. From this point on, at least for right now, between now and November 21st, if someone says, hey, what's going on with BBTAG? Okay, we can say, oh, we just had EVO. It was great. We had a great grand finals. An American player took first place. And we also got an announcement that we're having 9 new characters come to the game, a few months from now. And, they're like, oh, who's coming? Like, oh, they're still revealing them, man. We have these 4 characters. We have Neo, Akatsuki, Blitztank, and Yumi from Senran Kagura. Odds are, if they were interested in this game, one of those characters is going to interest them. And even if they weren't, it's like, oh, well, alright, I mean, I don't really care about those characters. Oh, okay, well, we have a new story mode coming to the game. It's like, oh, you have a new story mode? Yeah, we have a new story mode. And not only that, but we also have some new characters, new moves coming for the characters we already have. Maybe they were looking at the game, a certain character just didn't have, enough moves for them or whatever. They didn't transfer them over into BBTAG as well as they would have liked. And it's like, oh, well, now they have more moves. Like, there's something for everyone with this update that's coming out. That's the thing that really hits home with this. It's that and the fact that they revealed Guilty Gear. Those two things really do make, like, yesterday the best, like, day that Arcs has had when it came to PR. Yesterday was, like, the best day in the past year. Even though it might not have been what everyone wanted. So I can say for myself, the BBTAG announcement wasn't exactly what I wanted, especially with the wait. There's something in there I really, really want, but I'm just saying, like, I'm impressed. I'll just say that. I am impressed with it. Okay. Let me see here. Yes, Susano. Yeah, I noticed how they partnered Neo with Hazama. They probably know that people want to put villains with other villains, and right now Hazama's the closest thing in the game that we have to, like a main villain. To be honest, Neo only achieved main villain status as of like the last volume in Ruby, but still she's technically main villain status now. So we have one main villain in the game. Okay, so Dread, Arc Rebel Finals. Arc Rebel Finals is actually a few days before the BBTAG 2.0 update comes out. Now, some people think they're gonna wait all the way until Arc Rebel Finals to announce those 5 other characters, and I can kind of see that they would think that, and they might do that, but at the same time, if they really want to, they could do like a slower reveal, and then reveal like one character every so often, leading up to, the actual release in a few months. Either one could work. We'll have to wait and see what they go with, though. And then, yes, Gray, the new UI, right. So they redesigned it so that your characters have the matching franchise color behind their portrait whenever you're, like, in a match, so that people can look at it and they can know what franchise it's from, just from a glance. And yeah, they also have some different mechanics that they're adding to the game. They're making it so you can spend a meter on the 5C minigame, and I don't know what effect it's gonna have, but I'm pretty sure it'll do more damage. They have like a cross burst combo now, where you can spend all of your assist meter and then have your secondary character pop in and then continue the combo. And was there anything... Oh, and then of course some characters are getting new moves, like I mentioned. Some people saw that Carmine had a new move, Jubei had a new move, you know. Who knows who else is going to get one as well. It would be great if Kanji got his D-Grab. Please, give Kanji his D-Grab. Give him that and give him his Lightning Bolt. He'll be good to go. Please. Well, for now, I'm not going to count on them doing a regular reveal at their Arc Lives or their Arc Nama. If they do start doing that, then we can expect them to keep doing that. But we still don't know what's going to happen. You know, we just have an idea right now for, hey, we know what date these characters are coming out on. I just think that the reveal, they just did such a much better job. It wasn't perfect, but it was so much better than what it was, like how they revealed things before. Okay. Primal Force, I don't know, maybe if he had it... The thing is this, like, either it needs to come out fast enough that it's, like, something that the opponent needs to watch out for, or it needs to have, like, a hit of armor on it, because otherwise, it's something that the opponent can react to from Kanji. At least from what I've seen in P4A. I haven't played P4A that much myself, but from what I've seen. Right, so Susanoo, exactly. Right now, like, what they did, okay, had they just done the whole character thing, and then they, you know, give us the 9 most requested characters from the assets they already have, right? From Persona 4, from Uni, and from BlazBlue, right? If they had just done that as a reveal, people would be thinking, okay, we're not getting more interactions. We're probably not getting arcade mode. We're not getting story mode. You know, I don't know if they're gonna give us a big change whenever they do give us a 2.0. Like, the thing is this, because of how much commitment we see from them now, from the last update, we know, hey, they're working on new characters from scratch. Okay, so they're really investing in this game at this point, and we have 9 characters total. Not sure of all who's going to be coming, but I'm going to get to that in a little bit because we actually do have an idea of the franchises that those other 5 characters will be from, which I'm going to get to. And yeah, and then of course, you know, they're going to have Japanese voice actors, American or English voice actors. They're going to be doing the interactions, so you have to keep that in mind. They're going to be animating new interactions for the new characters that are coming in the game, for the pack that was released earlier this year, and they're going to be, and then of course, interacting with all the characters that have been here from the beginning. You know, that, when you think about it, that's a lot of commitment that they're doing now. So the fact that they're doing it now makes me feel like, okay, there's enough steam in this game that they're going to be supporting it at least for like another year. That's the kind of like, that's the sense that I'm getting from this, you know, which that's awesome. Definitely awesome to see. Okay, so moving on. Right, okay, so yeah. So the game, pretty much, we know it has a future. And then I think because of the viewer numbers that we had during EVO, breaking like 96K, and because of the clear efforts that we see from ARC that they're putting into the game, I do believe that this game, I believe the BBTAG could make it next year to EVO 2020. It's going to be at EVO Japan 2020, which is in January, by the way. I think it just depends on if the people running EVO want a tag team fighter on their main stage. But either way, whether it is at EVO or not, it's going to have a future, for sure. And okay, I think also I've seen some people talking about, oh well, Senran Kagura, you know, some people were talking about, oh, Senran Kagura joined the game. This game is a waifu game. Right? I've seen some people, just some, a few people, way less than the people who were talking about it ahead of time before the reveal even happened, right? Yumi was revealed at the same time as Akatsuki and the Tank, and I think that was really smart. And of course, Neo was revealed as the shocker, and everyone is going to be getting something that they really want, so no one's complaining about, hey, we got the waifu franchise in the game. It's like, no, well, you got Akatsuki and you got Blitztank, you know? Ruby fans aren't saying, okay, well, we didn't get anything. No, you got the most requested character that you didn't even think was gonna be coming to the game, you know? And then the people who wanted Senran Kagura, boom, you got Senran Kagura. You got the lead character. From what I know, she's the lead character now in Japan. Some people thought Asuka would be first, but she's the lead character from what I know. And of course, Asuka should be coming next. Yo, DJ, what's up? Yeah, like, we're pretty deep into the discussion, bro. But yeah, you'll catch on here. Okay, yeah, Neo never had a VA in the... Well, actually, there was an episode where she had a grunt, and someone did make that grunt. I'm not sure if they're credited, but someone had to make that grunt. I don't know if she's gonna have a grunt. I don't know if she's gonna have a grunt in the game, but yes, she did make a noise. Just saying. Okay, I gotcha, Gray. Okay, well then yeah, I think that Asuka's probably gonna be the next Senran Kagura character to join. Right. I can say the one thing though, the only reason why I was a bit disappointed with the announcement is because I was really expecting that all the questions that we had would be answered. You know, a lot of them were answered, but we still don't know for sure when the rest of the most requested characters are coming. Arcana Heart fans are still kind of in the dark. I think they could have at least said, hey, more Arcana Heart characters are coming. But at this point, I'm like 95% sure that more are coming. Also, it's interesting to note that the next round of DLC will be priced a bit higher. I kind of called that, like, on one of my last streams where I talked about what they could do in terms of, like, the season pass and everything. So it's $25 for 9 characters. To be honest, I know that I'm gonna buy it no matter what because Neo is there. But some people, you know, really want to know what the other 5 characters are first to know if it's worth it. They're gonna know by the release date, obviously, but I'm just saying, you know, some people just want to know now. And yeah, like I said, I took a closer look to see if I could find out if anyone is likely to be part of the 5, okay? And... okay, yeah, so I took a look there, and just from Fame's tweets, I got a couple of hints, okay? Now, on his leak, on the tweet where he tweeted about, oh, he heard about the upcoming characters, right? If you read through the thread, he does talk to some people ask questions. No, he does not name anyone. Yes, he does name franchises, and yes, he does make little statements that kind of give hints, okay? He told someone who appeared to be an acquaintance of his, maybe a friend, and I know that they know each other because, yes, I did search on Twitter to see if they had talked before. They know each other, right? He said to him, hey, you wouldn't like the BlazBlue character, right? And I've seen some people take that out of context to think that he was talking to everyone in general. Like, he's making a response to this dude and talking to the entire player base. You guys don't want you guys wouldn't like the next BlazBlue character. So some people are thinking, oh no, Arachne is coming to the game. Amane is coming to the game. No. Like, he was talking to that person specifically, just to be clear. And when I took a look at some of the previous tweets and, you know, conversations that they had, I did see that he does not like Terumi. Okay? But he is okay with Susanoo. Just saying. So between Terumi and Susanoo, Terumi looks like the more likely pick here. Because keep in mind, well, Fame specifically said that he was excited about these picks. Or, yeah, like the picks that they had for, you know, for the characters that are coming. He's excited about them, and he said that the guy he was speaking to doesn't like the BlazBlue character that's coming. And the guy does not like Terumi. If you look at his tweets, He specifically states how he does not like Terumi because of whatever he can do into whatever move, and he doesn't see Susanoo as a threat. So I personally believe that Terumi is going to be the BlazBlue pick. For the Persona character, because someone asked about the Persona character. When he was asked about it, he said that he believes that character could be really strong in BBTAG. Okay, alright, yeah, I see that some of you guys here, yeah, I'm seeing more comments in the chat section, but remember, just at me if it's something specifically related to what I'm saying, if you want me to, like, address it. Just a reminder. So yeah, he said the Persona character will be really strong, or could be really strong in BBTAG. So I was kind of curious, and I did a little bit more looking, and there's a special physical, there's like a physical special edition of BBTAG 2.0 that is going to be releasing in Japan, only as far as I know here, as far as they have announced. And there's BlazBlue character cut-in art, you know, the BBTAG style BlazBlue character cut-in art on these pins. And two of the pins, it just says, you know, secret on them. They're not revealed. So 2 of the 5 characters are likely to be BlazBlue characters. Okay. Also, on the page, on the About page on the website, on their Japanese site, under Persona 4 Arena, it specifically does mention Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Now, it just briefly mentions it as, oh, there was a sequel released to Arena, you know the Japanese name for it, Ultra Suplex Hold, whatever it was, you know, the sequel Japanese name, right? They specifically mentioned that on the Japanese site now under the Persona 4 Arena section, in About. I'm almost 100% sure that that wasn't there before. I'm almost 100% sure because I've like kept an eye on that site. I don't think it was there before. So most likely the next Persona character will be from Ultimax, from what I've seen, because Elizabeth doesn't seem to fit that description of, oh, she could be mad good in BBTAG. At least from what I've seen here, looking at the quick cliff notes for the different characters in Persona 4 Arena and what their strengths and weaknesses were. I'd say that it has to be something between Rise, Adachi, Yukari, or Minazuki. And again, that's going from like, you know, just quick cliff notes of the different characters. Okay? Dread, I see that you got excited there about Minazuki. I'm not, just hold on. Just hold on. I'm just saying, look, these are the characters that fit that description from what I've seen here. And then, of course, in a game like BBTAG, with, you know, if they keep their strengths in this game and they have an assist, I can see why, you know, they would be really, really strong characters. But personally, my best guesses are either Rise or Adachi, since he said that, well, not to say that Minazuki is a bad pick, because Minazuki is a good pick, but I don't care what. If Minazuki gets in the game before Adachi, I already know that people are going to be pretty upset about that. Just saying. If it happens before Adachi, people will be upset. Yo, Saber, what's up, dude? Yes, you know, like, yeah, like, a lot of people, well, I will say that, yeah, some people already knew that Senran was likely to come to the game. I was saying for a while now that Senran is going to be coming to the game. And yeah, and of course, I think Asuka's going to be the next character. But yeah, man, Senran's finally here. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that it would be between Rise or Adachi. But if I had to pick just one for a guess, I'd say it's probably Rise. Just based on the description for everything here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Rise. Not like 100% sure, but like, I'll say I'm 70% sure it's going to be Rise. And I think that the last slot... So yeah, with... Okay, yeah, I think that the last slot would be for Arcana Heart most likely. And I would say it's probably going to be one of Heart's friends. You know, Akane. Okay, yeah, Akane or Weiss. Yeah. Alright, so I think it's going to be Akane or Weiss. And my best guess at this point is that the next round of characters, like, I'm hoping that the next round of characters, at the very latest, they would announce that at EVO Japan. You know, because if we get the characters in November, and EVO Japan is like a couple of months after, you know, of course we won't get them at EVO Japan, but, you know, they'll announce them, and then they'll come out sometime afterwards. That's what I'm hoping happens. Right, okay, so Saber, the data mine at this point is definitely a reliable roadmap for what they're going to do. Like, people were doubting it. People thought it was just to get attention. That data mine looks like it's pretty reliable just to get an idea of what it is they're going to do. But I don't think that every character named in that data mine is going to be joining the game. But a lot of them will be. Alright, 1 second. Okay, and then I think that the last slot, I don't know, it'd be, because yeah, there's 2 BlazBlue characters, 1 Persona character, and I don't know if it would just be 1 Arcana Heart character or 2 Arcana Heart characters, but you guys, you know, I don't have any more specific guesses for who it could be, because honestly, after that, I think it's kind of up in the air what franchise would get the 5th slot, you know, but we'll have to wait and see. I do think that the next time that they announce 9 characters, or if they do announce 9 characters at like EVO Japan or something, I think that the characters that got 1 rep this time should get 2 reps next time. So for example, you know, in case these characters aren't added in with this round, you know, for Persona, we could have Adachi, and then, like, maybe Junpei or Minazuki. For BlazBlue, you know, maybe Hibiki or Celica or Bullet. You know, I know any of them would be pretty good picks because people have asked for all 3 of them. For Uni, I could see Uni getting Hilda and maybe, like, Nanase or Phonon. And let's see here. For Ruby, if we do get more characters, which I do think that's pretty likely, my best guesses would be like Pyrrha and either Adam or Cinder. And then of course for Arcana Heart, you know, if assuming that Arcana Heart gets 2 characters this time. Actually no, I'm sorry. Assuming that they only get 1 this time, then the next one, if they get 2, then I would say, you know, if Akane is in, then for Weiss to get in along with the villain, Scarlacrot. And for Blitzcom, for me personally, I think N9 has a cool design. I don't know anything about this character's moveset, but just looking at designs, I think N9 would be really cool to see in the game. And for Cinder and Kagura, of course, Asuka is going to be the next pick. And from what I've heard, people expect the other, like, main girls in the game, or in the series, to get in. So that means Homura and Miyabi. I think that it's possible that maybe in the next one, all 3 could get in because Homura already has her sprite done from Nitro Plus. So it's less time to add her in. They would have to redraw it, of course, but it's still less time, you know, to actually get her ready for the game. And yeah, that pretty much, that covers all their current franchises. I don't know if they're going to be adding any more franchises. I just really hope that if they do it after they've properly represented the current ones that we have now, because that's the big thing. Like, Heart is all alone. As of right now, you know, Yumi's alone. Akatsuki's not alone. He has his tank, you know, so that's nice. And the Ruby characters now have more than just Team Ruby. But, you know, if they keep adding franchises, it's just going to get to the point where they can't keep up with making sure that each of them are properly filled out, you know? Okay, so, let me double check. Okay, yeah, so Susanoo, my best guesses for what could be the 8th and the 9th Fate, my best guesses are Dengeki Bunko and Neptunia. Those are my two best guesses, to be honest. Because, sure, they could get another franchise that they would have to draw characters for from scratch, right? They could do that for Fate. You know, if they did get access to, you know, get the license for the Fate series, that could happen. But then that's characters that they have to draw, again, from scratch. And that's going to take time. And I just don't think they're going to keep stacking franchises that all have to be done from scratch on each other. You know, I don't think we're going to get... I think if we do get one more... If we get one more franchise that has to be done from scratch, I think that will be it. Unless they stop doing Ruby characters. Like, if they stop doing Ruby characters, then I could see them adding in 2 more. Like, just to never have more than 3 franchises at once that need to have their characters completely done from scratch. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. Yeah, Susanoo, I'm thinking that Adam is likely because so far, everything that we've heard Mori say that he would like to have in the game, we don't have anything yet from what he said, because he specifically said he wanted Ryuko and Satsuki in the game. I just don't think at this point that's happening, and I say that because if it was, why not reveal it at EVO? That's the big reason. And then I'm just thinking, why would they... I don't think they would wait to reveal that, you know? I think that revealing that at I think that revealing that at EVO would have been the time. So I don't think we're getting Ryuko and Satsuki. He said he wanted Adam and Penny. If you check the data mine for the audio files, Penny Palladina is not called, only Adam. So at this point, Adam's like the one thing he said that he wanted. That's still like a good possibility. So I do think that Adam is probably pretty likely. Okay, Susanoo, yeah, they could do Guilty Gear. Keep in mind that even though they have the 3D models, they still do have to convert them into sprites and then hand animate them. But yeah, that is a lot less time consuming than doing them from scratch. The thing is this, Mori specifically said that he's not doing Guilty Gear. And it was Mori. It was specifically Mori who said he wasn't doing this. And he's confirmed twice now that Guilty Gear is not coming to BBTAG, bro. Like, he, at first he said it was because of story reasons that he would prefer to keep the Guilty Gear, the Guilty Gear franchise separate because its story isn't yet finished. And then everyone's like, but wait, what about Ruby? And yeah, you know, like, and he's just making excuses for why they're not going to be doing it, but he seems pretty firm on not adding Guilty Gear to the game, you know. And even, I think it was at an event over the summer. Yeah, like over the summer, I think like a couple months ago. Again, he was asked specifically about Guilty Gear and Melty Blood, and he said that neither of those franchises are joining BBTAG. So I'm pretty sure he's going to stick with it. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of unfortunate because Guilty Gear, I know a lot of people would like. I know they would definitely like to see that. Alright, so I think that is pretty much, yeah, that was like pretty much it for the discussion. overall, I just think that the game is in a good spot now, and that if they communicate clearly from here on out, that BBTAG could honestly take off. Like, this game, okay, people have actually been looking at this game, and it's been starting to hit that Smash Bros of like 2D anime fighting game status, right? It's legit been starting to hit that point, and that's awesome to see the game do, but at the same time, I'm just like, look, there's people who purchased this game on day one because you said, hey, you know, we want to do a season 2, but we need your support. And then it's like, okay, fine, purchase the game. And there are people who have given them their money because they want to see the rest of the main characters that weren't yet in the game added in, and they're still not here yet. They're still not mentioned. You know, hopefully with my predictions, yes, Terumi is going to be added to the game, and yes, Rise is the Persona pick to be added to the game, and then of course, like, as soon as we can after that, Adachi, you know, and then of course, the villains for the other franchises as well, you know, Scarlet and Hilda. But as of right now, they just haven't said anything. And I did, when they tweeted tweeted out about BBTAG 2.0, its update, the new characters, I know a lot of you guys, alright, I know a lot of you guys saw it, yeah, like, I know, like, a lot of you guys saw it. Like, I replied to them saying, you know, thank you for the update and everything, you know, because this is great. I didn't even thank them for everything. I pretty much was just, I was so focused on the fact that we got Neo. My mind didn't think about the character interactions. I didn't think about the story. I didn't think about the new balance patches. I got on there and I thanked them for more Ruby. I said, thank you so much for more Ruby and for giving us Neo, like, because that was the most hype pick they could have gone for. And then I say that, you know, I'm still waiting for the villains. And I had, like, a picture of Terumi and Adachi there. I believe it hit, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, like, the most liked reply to their post or whatever, because a lot of people felt the same way, you know? I was surprised that there were that many people that, like, felt that way, like, right then, because I felt like people were still riding that high from the announcement, but I was surprised. Like, dude, that got a lot of attention. I'm like, okay, for just, like, a post or whatever in response to their you know, announcement or whatever, like, okay, there's a lot of people out there who feel the same way. So I really hope Mori sees it. I really hope he takes it to heart, and I really hope he's like, okay, listen, they want the villains, and we're gonna give them the villains. You know? I mean, we got Neo. So, bro, I didn't even expect that. Okay, Saber, I see your point. I do see your point, and I do agree with you, because one of the reasons that we didn't see any of the characters from the last pack, like, really get... We only saw, what? There was one dude I mentioned, yeah, Kubo. So Kubo was playing Seth Hyde. I don't know anyone else that was playing a character from the last pack that got as far as he did. Maybe like, some of you guys did see someone else, or maybe I missed it or something, but I'm pretty sure he was the only one who's playing a character from the last character pack that came out and got as far as he did. And I think it's because right now, if you look at the timing of everything, we're in the middle of the Arc Revo World Tour, right? The finals are in November, and that's why the 2.0 update drops a few days right after, because they're probably going to have that. It's going to be their big tournament, you know, the finals for that, and then it's like, okay, now the game is going to evolve between now and when they start the next World Tour, right? So that's when they're dropping that update. That's when we're getting 9 characters. I hope, you know, I'm pretty sure we're still going to get some characters, you know, after that point as well, you know, that they'll mention something at EVO Japan. But that's why they're timing it like that. And I do think that with the 1.5 update coming out on console so late, because they had the arcade version they had to make, and, you know, they had all of that to deal with, I think that's one of the big reasons why the meta that we saw at EVO wasn't the fully evolved version of what this patch is. Not yet, anyway. And I think it's just because people were more comfortable playing those teams that they had played from the very beginning of their world tour, and just utilizing the new changes that their characters got, you know, after the update, instead of picking up a brand new character. Especially since after the patch, you know how punishing the game is. After the patch, it's even more punishing. You make a mistake, you get it confirmed into like 8k, 9k with most characters, right? And then depending on what the character is, maybe 10k, maybe even meterless. You know, it's more punishing to make a mistake. So switching characters just makes that like more likely, you know? Yo, Star, what's up, dude? DJ, I do agree with you, bro. I think it was really cool to see, you know, a pure Ruby team take grand finals. Funny enough, no, there was like someone on Twitter who made the joke like, oh, hey, if we're gonna win in an anime fighting game, if we need like an American player to win in a Japanese anime fighting game, we need to fight them with American anime. And then Shinku was like, I made this timeline happen. And, you know, because he's playing Ruby and Yang. Bro, it's hype. Like, a lot of people love the Ruby characters. Yeah, I agree with you, Gray. November is definitely going to be a great time to see with the new update coming.